Hi, I'm Dave. Welcome to another tarot card investigation of a news story. The idea behind these reviews is to dig into the subconscious in order to better understand the motivations, intentions, and conspiracies behind the stories. As always, it's just a card reading, so don't take it too seriously. Here, what we want to do is we want to look into a, uh, a video that YouTube put as a recommendation to my view list today. There's a guy called David T's channel. And the video that was put up was a claim that Hillary Clinton has Kuru disease. Uh, it's a disease you get from cannibalism. A pretty far-fetched claim. Midway through the video, he basically says that there's no proof of this claim, yet he provides dozens of links to information that tries to support his claim. So what we want to do here in this particular tarot card reading is to look into this claim and see if the cards can shed some light on uh, the claims that he's made, or basically Hillary Clinton's health. So here, what we want to do, the first question we're going to do is going to be, what can the cards tell us about Hillary Clinton's current state of health? What can the cards show us about Hillary Clinton's current state of health? Here we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card that has a feeling of indecision. It is the feeling of having to choose between two things that don't, you really can't decide between. It is a card of indecision, current state of health. Being related to current state of health would basically say that the cards really don't know, or there's a well, it's indecisive. So when it really comes down to the meanings behind the card, it's indecision, refusal to face a situation, stalemate, choices, truth, stalemate, blocked emotions, stress and denial, or the refusal to face a situation. So it could be that what do the cards have to tell us about Hillary Clinton's current state of health? It could be that there's a refusal to face the situation, or the inability to choose. I would think it'd be the second one would apply more towards this. The inability or the indecision, the refusal to face the situation. This would be a refusal to face the situation. 2, what can the cards show us regarding Hillary Clinton's intentionally hiding her medical conditions from the public? Is there any indication from the cards that Hillary Clinton is intentionally hiding her medical information from the public? And here we get the King of Pentacles. Here we have a card that has the feeling where it's that type of feeling that you have when you're if you were sitting listening to somebody that is highly successful, that you want to hear all their stories, you're engrossed in what they have to say. Basically, it's listening to somebody that's been highly successful. The meanings behind the cards kind of supports that as wealth, status, hard work, security, control, power, discipline, abundance, a counselor, a financial advisor, a negotiator, in the role of a person coming to us in the cards here. So what can it show us with regards to hiding her medical conditions? This here, if it's a highly successful situation. So I would interpret this as Hillary Clinton has been highly successful at hiding her medical condition from the public. Seems pretty clear to me. Then again, you can interpret this yourself too. Let's look at number 3. What can the cards show us regarding any conscious activity on Hillary's part to try to mislead the public with regard to her state of health? What can the cards show us regarding any conscious activity on Hillary's part to try to mislead the public with regards to her health? Here we have the Four of Wands reversed. The Four of Wands reversed is the card that basically is having to redo the type of work. It's being um, having to revisit things. The feeling where you realize that what you did is not correct and you have to do it over again. That's the general feeling. So it's recognizing that something's been done wrong and you have to go do it again. Here, when we look at the specific meanings behind the cards, we look at it and see that there's a breakdown in communication, transition, nothing comes easy. A breakdown in communication. So here, what can the cards show us regarding the conscious activity of Hillary's part in trying to mislead the public with regards to her state of health? The cards would indicate that there's been a breakdown in communication, that if she's trying to hide, if she's consciously trying to hide that, or if she isn't trying to hide it, why would there be a breakdown in communication? So here, it leads me to believe that, okay, she might be holding it back. But what does that mean? Well, whether or not she has some serious condition or not, it's up to her to decide. Let's look a little bit farther. What can the cards show us regarding Hillary Clinton's life expectancy? Generally, U.S. has a pretty good life expectancy. She's in the upper echelon of the public. She should live a long time. Let's look and see what they have to say about that. Here we have the Two of Wands reversed. The Two of Wands reversed is a card that gives the feeling of waiting for a package that never arrives. Waiting for the package never arrives. So that's a case of constantly waiting in that anticipation of something that you're expecting that doesn't quite happen, that never really arrives. For the meanings, fear of unknown, lack of planning, inner conflict, can't decide. So here, what can the cards tell us with regards to her life expectancy? Is as if the cards can't decide there. Or if they're expecting something to happen and it never really does. So how does that relate to life expectancy? I would say that the cards aren't going to show us that. It doesn't seem to me, unless somebody else has an interpretation of the Two of Wands. 5. What can the cards show us about Hillary Clinton's ability to continue her political work? What can the cards show us about her continuing her political work? Here we get the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the card of secrets. It is a card of in the upright position here, it's the feeling of being connected with and in harmony with yourself. So it seems as if the cards would indicate from the feeling that Hillary Clinton's work is in harmony with the cards. So basically, she may continue to do her political work regardless of the health condition, or if there is or isn't a health condition. Here in the meanings, it's basically esoteric knowledge or intuition, wisdom, higher powers, mystery of self-conscious mind. And basically, it is a card that would show that she's going to keep her, with regard to her political work. Her political work has secrets to it, and in a harmonious situation here probably means that there's energy behind this to help her go, to keep going with her political work. What can the cards show us about her future work? What can the cards show us about her future work? Here we get the Death card reversed. The Death card reversed is the Death card itself is the law of non-permanence. It is a feeling of panic. Basically, it's the feeling of panic that you would get if you were having to protect your sandcastles from getting washed away in the tide. It is the that feeling of having to work to protect something that is inevitably going to fall apart. When we look at the meanings behind the inverted death card, we're looking to see that there's resistance to change, unable to move on, divided, stuck, no growth. So with regards to her future work, she may be unable to move on. She may be either stuck here doing political work with the inability to move on to do something else in the public life. Or she may be, well, I'm going to leave it at that. So here, I'm going to, as always, I'll create a summary of this on my website. If you like this type of reading, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel or my Facebook newsfeed. If you know somebody who would benefit from this, feel free to share. If you have suggestions regarding what you would like to have read, contact me through my website. Send me a link, maybe a news article, and what you would like to find out about that particular story. In any case, thank you for your support.